Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Napoleon Yang. I'm the solution engineer responsible for the UK and the Africa and the East Europe part. Today, I'm excited to share how we are transforming the construction site management through automation using DJI Dock 3 and FlyHub 2. This section is about how DJI's ecosystem brings the cost down and efficiency up and the data accuracy for the next level. So let's begin. First, let's talk about the construction site management, how it's involved, or maybe how it's finally catching up with the 21st century. We started in what I like to call the traditional era. Back then, the surveyors stood under the sun all day with a total station or GPS stand and went home with sunburns, paper maps, and about 300 megabytes of confusion. Data collection was slow, manual, and well, let's say not very cloud friendly. And then, oops. Okay. Then we came to the aerial survey era. The latest drone, like the M400 and L2, and previously the P4R, took off. But there was still a catch. You needed a pilot on site, right? And you had to swap batteries manually, and there is no continuous monitoring of what's happening. So yes, you were flying, but not quite automated. Now, welcome to the Dock and the FlyHub 2 AEC solution era. This is where things get exciting. Imagine your drone living in its own smart home, always standby, ready to fly 24/7, and capturing and uploading data automatically while you enjoy your coffee at the office. Okay. We know that our industry like buzzwords. Every year, we got a new set of digital twins, intelligent BIM, IoT enhanced enabled construction, etc. Sounds futuristic, but let's go beyond this kind of hype. What we need is real data, real automation, and real visibility. That's how we move beyond this kind of hype. Let's look at the reality behind the construction today, the challenges everyone faces. First, coordination chaos. The average project involves over 15 companies and 50 stakeholders. That's not calibration, that's a organized confusion. That's too much. Then, repeated site visit. 40% of the inspection time was wasted on traveling and setting up. You can imagine that your team spent almost half of their time, work time, as travel days. Not good. Next, personnel shortage. In our internal investigation, by 2025, there will be over 439,000 unfilled positions, meaning fewer people doing more work, often under more pressure. And the safe concerns, over thousands of fatalities a year, still the highest of any industry. And quality control gaps. Manual inspection missed 35% of the critical issues. So the conclusion is very clear that we don't just need more people. We need smarter, automated, and continuous monitoring system to help you to keep the site safe and to keep the project in track. Meet the DJI Dock 3 and FlyHub 2, the all-in-one solution built for real-world construction. It starts with the asset digitization and BIM. As you can see, it can automatically creating the 3D models and panorama photos and annotations that can keep your site data fresh and connected. Then, advanced measurement makes it easy to calculate the distance, volume, and the slope ratios No more tapes and measurements or guesswork. And with the visual progress management, you can track the site evolution across days, weeks, or months, instantly comparing with different project stages. And the Flight to Report workflow automates everything from mission planning to analyze to stakeholders' reports. Yes, even the paperwork gets smarter. For safety, the AI-driven assurance monitors the PPE compliance and detects the hazard in real time. And when something goes wrong, emergency response capability of the DJI Dock series can send out the drone in just 10 seconds. In short, DJI Dock 3 and FlyHub 2 helps you rise to any construction challenge, turning data into decisions safely and automatically. Now let's have a quick look at the 5 core features on the FlyHub 2, which is the quick response, patrol route, cloud mapping, multimodal object detection, and change detection. First, quick response. When incidents happen, every second counts. FlyHub 2 enables the instant deployment, which means the Dock 3 can take off in just 10 seconds, and it can reach 300 meters in 1 minute. Not only that, it can stay in the air for 30 minutes for continuous monitoring. That means incidents are detected, verified, and reported before most teams could even grab their car keys. Next, let's check the patrol route. So the FlyHub 2 can schedule automatically missions over key areas using both visible and infrared cameras for full-day coverage. It can automatically record the warning and even sends notification through the web or through email, so your teams can know what's happening. It's like having a 24/7 security guard, only this one never takes a break. Okay, and here is an example of the infrared mission at night. Next, let's move to the cloud mapping feature. This is one of the most powerful features in the FlyHub 2. It supports real-time 2D mapping, meaning the model reconstruction is already happening while the drone is still in the air. You can define the custom coordinate systems, setting points of interest, and you can control the model resolution and simplification, all directly in the cloud in a browser. It also supports the GCP in the recent update to enhance the accuracy. And here is the key part. In our internal testing, the volume measurement of this FlyHub 2, the error is within 2%. That's survey-grade precision and delivered automatically by the system. The outputs of this cloud mapping includes 2D orthophotos, 3D mesh models, and point clouds, ready to use in any BIM and GIS workflow. Cloud mapping turns every flight into an instant, high-accuracy digital model of your site. Okay. We have the new feature, which is called the multimodal object detection, where the AI meets the real-time awareness. FlyHub 2 can automatically detect the peoples, cars, and even boats, combining with the visual and infrared camera for a higher accuracy. But that's just the beginning. You can search any kind of target in real time, just type in the keyword or upload existing photos, or even directly click on the view. I want to search this kind of target. And then FlyHub 2 will search in the view. Not only that, not only real time, FlyHub 2 also allows post searches, including the uploaded photos and videos, filtering all these kinds of media files by keywords. So finding a specific target no longer feels like finding needles in a haystack. It's very quick. It turns hours of footage search into just a few clicks, precise, searchable, and fast. Finally, let's take a look at the change detection, your digital time machine for the workhouse. FlyHub 2 uses the intelligent algorithm to automatically identify differences between the two time periods where you are comparing photos, or you can also compare the 2D models. It supports the ROI selection, so you can focus on the specific area really matter, and offers both automatic and manual marking for the flexibility. Once the change has been detected, the system will generate reports instantly, making the documentation faster, clearer, and more reliable. Change detection helps the team to spot progress or problems easily. Now that we've covered the core features of the FlyHub 2, let's take a look at the FlyHub 2 AEC workflows, turning the aerial data into real construction intelligence. We have listed 4 key advantage features, which is design file overlay, timeline, measurement and calculation, and automated workflow. Design file overlay. It is a simple but powerful feature for aligning the digital plan with the real world. FlyHub 2 allows you to import PDF or DXF design file directly, and you can overlay them on top of the latest site map. It supports both automatically and manual calibration, so you can match your drawings with centimeter level accuracy. This means the team can instantly see where the reality meets the design or where it doesn't. It's one of the easiest ways to spot the deviations early before they turn into costly rework. I will give you an example later. So users can set the custom conversion parameters, whether through the 4 or even 7 parameters transformation. And even you can import your own custom projected coordination systems. That means no matter which datum or projection your engineering teams use, everything lines up accurately in one unified view. For fine-tuning, the FlyHub 2 also supports matching point calibration, which is on the right. You just simply select several known reference points between the CAD files and the site map, and the system will automatically adjust the overlay for exact alignment. This level of precision ensures your design files aren't just visible, they are geographically correct and ready for field validation. Here is the design file overlay really proves its value. As shown here, the green zone matches the design file, while the red zone clearly deviates from it. It's different. So this shows you, it can show you the progress, and you can avoid the costly rework, all without leaving the office. Next, let's talk about the timeline. This is the simplest way to visualize the progress over time. Timeline feature supports wide-angle photos, zoom, and infrared images. Not only that, panorama photos and 2D, 3D models also is supported in the timeline feature. With the perspective locking, you can compare the exact same viewpoint across different dates, making it very easy to spot changes, improvements, or even delay instantly. Here's an example showing how the timeline works in the practice. On May the 15th, you can see that the excavation area before the work begins, which is on the right. Oops, sorry. Yeah. By May the 24th, the heavy machinery has moved in and the material extraction is underway. Okay. And By the May the 27th, you can see that the trucks have cleared most of the debris, and the terrain has visibly changed compared to previously. Timeline feature is very powerful. So it can turn the historical data, photos or videos, into a visual story of your projection's evolution. It's clear, it's consistent, and it's effortless to review. Okay. Let's move to the measurement and calculation, the feature that transforms visual data into a precise engineering metrics. FlyHub 2 allows you to measure distance, gradient, and the cross-section directly on the map, which is perfect for slope analysis, cut and fill checks, and site verification. You can easily compare profiles between different survey states to see exactly how the terrain and the structures has changed. It also supports the earthwork change comparison and the zone statistics, so the teams can quickly quantify the excavation, volumes, and the material movements with accuracy. In short, what used to take hours of manual calculation can now done in just minutes, all with consistent, measurable, and verifiable results. Here is a few examples of the measurements and calculation tools in the FlyHub 2. First, triangulation measurements. It is ideal for calculating slopes or road segments. It provides both horizontal and spatial parameters, plus the maximum altitude difference. Next, which is the polygon measurement. It is used for defined areas. It gives the project area, parameters, and altitude difference. It's perfect for measuring excavation zones or stockpiles. Then we have the gradient calculation, which analyzes the slope angles and percentage across multiple line segments. It is very useful for construction safety and drainage design. And finally, the cross-section extraction, allowing you to visualize and compare multiple phase terrain profiles, even directly against design files. You can see the volume change and the trends of the 6 models here, of the 6 models collected at different times. Together, these kind of tools makes the site evaluation faster, clearer, and fully data-driven. Finally, let's talk about the automated workflow, which is blowing mind. FlyHub 2 provides the full automation for data collection, modeling, analyze, and application. You can easily configure the flight missions, mapping task, data analyze, and automated reporting, all through a very simple drag and drop interface. Once everything is set up, the system automatically collects, process, and deliver results on a regular schedule. No manual effort is required. And this is just the beginning. More automation action will be continued to roll out. Stay tuned for that. Last but not least, let's talk about the cost and efficiency comparison. With the traditional ways, a field survey could take up to 5 hours, plus another 3 hours for data processing. Even with the standard aerial surveys, you are still spending about 4 hours in total. It's just saving the field survey time. But with the DJI Dock and FlyHub 2 AEC solution, everything changed. The same task can now be completed in just 10 minutes of the flight time and 20 minutes of the automated processing, all without manual work. That is a 90% of the time saving in cost and also time, while delivering the consistent, high accuracy, and reliable results. Let me wrap it up. Less time on site, less cost in the office, and more value for every project. That is the automation in construction truly means. Before we finished, just a quick note that the AEC feature on the FlyHub 2 is now in beta process before the end of this year. So if you are interested in that, please feel free to visit the DJI FlyHub 2 website and use it for free in this time period. So thank you very much. I'm Napoleon. Thank you for listening.